Bridge Day special report on WOAY.
The New River Gorge Bridge has stood proud here in southern West Virginia for about 50 years. And now it's the 45th anniversary of the Bridge Day we all know and love. Newswatch is here, ready to give you the sights and sounds of it all. I'm your host, Serena Davanzo. We got all perspectives from jumpers to vendors to the thousands of visitors. Everything that goes on with West Virginia's largest one-day festival. Your Bridge Day special report starts right now. Bridge Day 2024 has come and gone, and this year was extra special as it was the 45th year. Let's take a look on how it went overall. Thousands of people from all walks of life come to the New River Gorge Bridge to see hundreds of thrill seekers taking a leap of faith. West Virginia's largest one-day festival, Bridge Day, continues to be a Fayette County staple. Every year, this festival gets bigger and bigger.
I really feel like, especially this is definitely going to be bigger than last year. The year before that was the first year back after 2 years off with COVID, so that may be hard to top, but I think we may be topping some pretty big numbers this year.
Naylor says this year there were over 325 base jumpers registered to take the plunge into the gorge. On top of the jumpers and rappellers, there were over 200 vendors ready to serve you food, drink, arts and crafts, and more. With a variety of vendors, there was something there for everyone. Can you tell us a bit about the vendors you got to see today?
I saw a couple soap shops and I saw a couple jewelry stores. The jewelry stores were really cool. I just really like seeing what people in the area do with their art and do with the stuff, like their craft. And it's really nice to be able to see that all in one place. And it's just nice to see what people from home do.
There was also a 5K through the gorge to start off the day. West Virginians aren't the only ones who joined in the fun. Many people from multiple states and even other countries came too. Visitors got to see the jumpers from the bridge itself all the way down to the riverbank. Bridge Day! Woo! I even got to have a fun view of the jumpers. As you can see, I am in a boat under the New River Gorge Bridge where everyone is base jumping or propelling from. This is such a cool experience. Even though the 45th year celebration has come to a close, there's still many more to come. For those who have never been to Bridge Day, tell them why they should come see Bridge Day.
You get to see people jump off of almost 1,000-foot bridge. It's absolutely amazing. It's a beautiful place. I think everybody should try to come see it at least once.
I agree. I love this area. It's absolutely gorgeous.
I'm outside the catapult jumping area for the jumpers before the first jump, and I'm joined with Kathy James, one of the first jumpers off the bridge today. Kathy, can you tell us a bit about what it means to you to be able to jump off this bridge?
Well, it's been part of the history. This is the 45th year of Bridge Day. It's an anniversary, so I'm just excited to be part of the history of that, living here and being a native West Virginian. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Oh, it looks like we're getting close to the jumping time.
Yes, because I'm first.
Woo! So, and speaking of jumping, how does it feel that you're about to jump off an 800, almost 900 plus tall bridge?
It was super exciting, but it's super cold. But it's cold, or it's warmer than it was, because we've been here since 6:30 this morning, so it's a little bit warmer than it was, but it has been cold. Cold.
Okay, and do you have any final words before taking the plunge?
No, here I come. That's it. See ya.
Okay, great. We're excited to talk to you. We'll talk to her again after her jump and see how she feels after all of that.
See you on the top.
And Kathy takes to the platform, talking with other jumpers, preparing herself for the jump. She even gives us a little excited wave before she takes the plunge. And she's off. Look at that. It's a little fast at start, but she says,
Awesome! Woohoo!
Well, Kathy, it certainly does look awesome. Look at the views of the gorge. That is just absolutely stunning as she flies down. Now we're taking a look at the view from above. As you can see, her and her jumper Sean are flying down on a blue and red parachute.
Happy birthday to me! Yay!
And as you can see, she wanted to thank her jumper even while mid-air.
We're gonna stick it!
And she says that as they are preparing for their descent. As you can see, they're going back and forth trying to get the right angle to make sure they can land safely together. And they're about to land. And they stick the landing. And now it's time to catch up with Kathy at the top. Well, Kathy, you just jumped off the New River Gorge Bridge. How did it go?
It was so great! It was awesome. It was awesome.
So, what is it like? Can you explain to people who've never done it before? What is it like?
Well, I was a little bit shocked when I first took off because we had to put our feet right over the edge, the tandem person in front. So jumping off, it was like, it definitely takes your breath. So it was exhilarating and exciting.
In 2009, when he was about 6 weeks
we
old.
saw you go down, and we saw your lovely GoPro footage. So, can you tell us how it was landing?
Oh, well, Sean is a professional, so we were on dry land and we scooted right on our butt like we were supposed to.
Oh, that's so much fun. Is there anything you want to say to people who've never done it before?
If you've ever wanted to, you should do it because it is super exciting and definitely worth every minute that you're up there. So it was great.
Bridge Day has a long history, almost as long as the bridge itself. But how did it start? Well, let's take a look at the history behind West Virginia's largest one-day festival. The famous New River Gorge Bridge brings thousands of people to it every year for one day.
Yeah, so Bridge Day, the third Saturday of every October, we shut down Route 19 and throw the biggest one-day festival in the state of West Virginia. We have over 150 vendors, and we have over 300 base jumpers come and parachute off of the bridge.
However, before there was the Bridge Day we know today, there was just the bridge. It was constructed in 1977 to help with major transportation issues through the gorge. The communities surrounding the gorge had to take a trip down the mountain and across Fayette Station to cross it. After it opened on October 2nd, 1977, it brought the almost 45-minute drive through the gorge to less than a minute. Its opening day started what Bridge Day was supposed to be.
On that day, they did a dedication and had a walk across the bridge. And then in 1979, the Fayette County Chamber of Commerce decided to do another bridge walk. That has been determined to be peak foliage season. So on a general year, that's when the leaves are going to be the best. And that's kind of what Bridge Day started out as a day for people to come and check out, the gorge from that perspective.
That perspective was from, at the time, the world's longest steel arch bridge. So, after almost 50 years since the bridge was built, it continues to stand proud at 876 feet, but its one-day festival had quite a unique start. As this man was the first person to jump off the New River Gorge Bridge, while not legal at the time, it inspired the Bridge Day that we all know today. That man is Burton Irvin. In 1979, he base jumped off the bridge and got arrested by police after safely landing in the river. It did, however, spark a new idea for the area.
And then after that, he said this could be something that we could do and brought it to the Fayette County Chamber of Commerce. And then a couple years later, base jumping really popped off.
November 8th, 1980 became the first official Bridge Day as we know it today. They celebrate 45 years this Bridge Day and can't wait to see how the next 45 will be. Don't go anywhere. Our 2024 Bridge Day special report is just getting started. When we come back, we take a closer look at how the big day impacts the vendors.
You're watching the Bridge Day special report on WOAY. Bridge
Day is full of vendors from food to crafts. I I'm joined here with Kelly with Wild and Wonderful Paint Parties. Kelly, can you tell us a bit about what your business is?
Sure. So we are West Virginia's premier mobile paint and sip. We partner with local businesses, resorts, restaurants, bars, and we travel around the area throwing paint parties. So paint and sips, we walk you through a painting step by step, and it's just a really fun night out with friends, something different to do than other sorts of entertainment.
Okay, that's really cool. Now, can you tell us what brought you here to Bridge Day?
Sure. So I live towards Summersville myself, but it's a big event in the area. It draws a lot of people in. And so for our business, it's always great to network, meet other local businesses, but also to sell some of our paintings. We accumulate a lot, so just to get some off of our hands and chat with people and just enjoy the day.
Bridge Day is a major boost for the Fayette County economy. It's also a big help for individual vendors. According to Tim Naylor, executive assistant with the Fayette County Chamber of Commerce, it represents the biggest day of the year for some of these small businesses.
It makes their winter. You know, a lot of these vendor booths, they kind of operate mainly in the summer, doing their vendor booth at the different festivals and things. And Bridge Day is really kind of the close to that, and probably one of the biggest events that they're able to do. So that's probably how a lot of these small businesses survive those winter months, is making the money they can today.
Don't go anywhere. Our Bridge Day special report is continuing. When we come back, we tell you a little bit about the preparation that law enforcement has made ahead of the big day.
You're watching the Bridge Day special report on WOAY.
Welcome back. I'm joined here with Jillian Risberg. Jill, when it comes to Bridge Day, there's a lot of preparation that needs to be done with it. Can you tell us more about it?
Well, Serena, yes, Bridge Day is finally here, and with these massive crowds and this amount of people, safety and security is a very serious issue. So I spoke to some local law enforcement. Take a look.
Down at the bottom, they'll be prepping the landing zone, and that involves a bunch of different people. Jan Kerr will be down there setting up kind of a little mobile hospital sort of set up with their ambulances down there for any kind of medical incidents. The Fayette County Search and Rescue is usually down there the night before, putting up rigging in the trees so that they could pull people out of trees if they get stuck. So a lot of that kind of stuff going on right now, just some of the prep with the landing zone and just coordination.
Multiple law enforcement agencies, including the Fayette County Sheriff's Department and the National Guard, are represented at Bridge Day.
We've done this way for over 20 years, since 9/11. We've gotten really good at making sure it works.
With so many moving parts, Bridge Day is a collaborative effort. The Bridge Day Commission is meeting long before it pulls it all together, along with the National Park Service being part of that.
Also, like the Fayette County Chamber of Commerce, the town of Fayetteville, the county, the state law enforcement, local law enforcement, federal law enforcement, all that's part of the Bridge Day here. Security is a major concern when you've got this many people out on a bridge, so a lot of different, both federal and state and local law enforcement agencies that are involved with this, so a lot of coordination, a lot of different groups of people working together.
No weapons are allowed at Bridge Day. Fayette County Sheriff's Department Chief Deputy Jess McMullen says, though West Virginia is an open carry state, at an event like this, there are stipulations.
If someone has some negligent thoughts like that, this is not the time and place, because we're well equipped and there's a lot of law enforcement presence at Bridge Day.
According to New River Gorge Park and Preserve's Dave Bieri, Bridge Day is always energy-packed and great to see so many people enjoying the park. He expects it's going to be an especially big event this year.
This last couple of weeks, we've been even busier than usual because we've been seeing a lot of people that had plans to go down to North Carolina, Tennessee area, people that were going to go to the Smoky Mountains or go to Blue Ridge Parkway that had to cancel those plans because of all the flooding there. With Bridge Day, I think it's just going to add to the business of it all.
It's just neat seeing that many people come to our little area here and visit, and having that amount of people helping our economy out.
Folks who attend Bridge Day every year can attest to the security and safety measures, Deputy McMullen says, adding that when the road closes, traffic is a mess. The detours people have to drive around, but it's not forever.
Every year, it's coming. If you don't have to be out that day and you're not coming to Bridge Day, stay home or wait till the road opens back up. It's going to be hectic for a little while on the detour areas, but just be patient.
In Fayette County, Jillian Risberg reporting for Newswatch.
There's still more to come here on our Bridge Day 2024 special report. After the break, we'll hear from the man himself, Governor Justice, on what Bridge Day means to the entire state.
Watching the Bridge Day special report on WOAY.
Bridge Day isn't just important here in Fayette County, it's important across the state. Here's what our governor, Jim Justice, had to say about it.
Bridge Day is unbelievable. I mean, tens of thousands of visitors and exposure. I mean, that's what Bridge Day is about to me. It shows the world us. It gives us the opportunity to show off this spectacular beauty, all the different things that we have, all the different aspects of tourism. It is so meaningful, so naturally we love the fact that there's tens of thousands of folks here. Granted, that's unbelievable. But with all that being said, the exposure to millions all across the globe, that's to me what Bridge Day is all about.
This Bridge Day, there were a lot of firsts. For Brianna Wright, it was a first for her as a pageant queen. She jumped tandem off the New River Gorge Bridge.
It's $1,750 to tandem base jump on Bridge Day. And I'm in school right now, so the funding for that is a little crazy. So we started a GoFundMe on Thursday, and we reached the funds on Wednesday, actually. So I was officially signed up on Wednesday.
We've never had a Bridge Day queen jump off the New River Gorge Bridge. Ms. Bridge Day 2024 Brianna Wright says it was an honor to be the first and create a lasting impact.
The father of Bridge Day was from my town, and I just think it's really cool that I got to kind of make a little history like he did and be one of the first to jump off the bridge in my own sense.
Brianna jumped with Sean Chuma, owner of Tandem Base, who has more than 8,000 base jumps, and says she has never done anything like this before.
I had to squat down a little bit just so I wasn't, wearing him like a backpack because he's a little shorter than me. I was kind of the wild card as a pageant queen getting thrown in this bunch, but kind of shows that anybody can do it no matter who you are. You just take that leap.
Adventurous Miss Bridge Day 2024 likes hiking, rock climbing, fishing, and a lot of outdoorsy stuff. For the tandem jump, she says you have to get over that initial fear.
I was going through all the emotions. They were all kicking in. I could throw up, I could cry, but after we were going down, I was ecstatic. I'm pretty sure I yelled something like, "This is great, and I get why you do this all the time." I would definitely do it again.
The pageant queen has nothing but appreciation for all those who supported her through this, made it possible, and showed up.
Join us in 2025, Fayetteville, for Bridge Day. We're getting continuously bigger and better. So definitely always something to come out for and keep supporting West Virginia tourism.
At Bridge Day, Jillian Risberg reporting for Newswatch.
We've sadly almost reached the end of our Bridge Day special report. When we come back, we give you a look at the moment U.S. Route 19 reopens to the public, and a last look at some of the sights and sounds of Bridge Day. As you can see, traffic has resumed on U.S. Route 19 as the bridge has been opened. But let's take a look at the moment the bridge reopened after Bridge Day. The fact that Fayette County can close a major transportation corridor for the state throughout an entire morning and afternoon shows how important this event is to the county and the state of West Virginia as a whole. Bridge Day 2024 has come to a close, as all good things do. And so does our Bridge Day special report. We thank you all so much for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did putting it on for you. Now let's take one last look at the sights and sounds of Bridge Day 2024.